everyone.
Hey, it's Jennifer and Yolandi.
Hi.
And we're here again to talk about new products that were launched. Can you believe it? About 3 weeks ago.
I know, it's crazy. Time has gone so quickly.
It has. So last week we talked about some of the products we launched at our North American national conferences, and we've been launching them around the world, and we thought this week we'd come back and talk about 4 more.
Yes, we're so excited, and I think the first one we're going to start with are our Norwex napkins.
Yes, we are. But you know, before we start there, one of the big stories from conference was the ability, which is really a new technology, and Norwex is really the first to be able to do this, is to use recycled materials in the production of microfiber.
Yes.
So we're really doing 2 good things.
Yeah.
Number one, we're reducing chemicals in homes by being able to clean with a highly effective microfiber cloth and water. But also we're now able to keep some of those plastics we've been talking about out of the waste stream.
I know, it's so exciting.
We talk about this all the time. We are so, we all want to make healthy choices, which a lot of times means water, right?
Exactly.
Or we're on the go, so we just grab whatever's convenient from a refrigerated case in a convenience store. And what does that tend to be?
You just throw it away, right?
Yeah, you pick up a bottle and then you toss it away, one and done. It's in the trash.
And who knows where it goes.
Right, so we have been able to take plastic bottles that are sourced from all over the world, and turn this into Norwex microfiber. And we've done this in 2 products.
We have, and also very exciting news, we get this question a lot, is that the plastic that we use in our Norwex products are BPA free.
It's very exciting and very important too, because we're being we've become more and more aware of the harms of BPA in our plastics, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk more specifically also about why we don't use old retired cleaning microfiber for our pads and our napkins.
We absolutely wish we could, but at this point in time, we just don't have enough to meet our demand at this stage. So
we have to use something readily plentiful.
Exactly.
And that's plastic bottles.
Exactly. And I mean, we know how many plastic bottles we use, and it's not just with water, it's with, you know, all the other brands that are out there too. So
exactly. And not just plastic bottles, but other containers. You know, it's not just drinking bottles. But we do know, for instance, our napkins take an equivalent of 5 plastic bottles out of the waste stream.
The 500 ml bottles.
Yeah. So that is amazing, and we're really proud of that. Let's talk about, though, move beyond the recycle story. So we know it's great for the environment. Let's talk about these and more specifics. You know, what we're really getting a lot of questions about is this the same as any other microfiber? It is Norwex microfiber, but it's not your EnviroCloth, it's not your window cloth. It's a weave that is very familiar to you in other napkins. However, we make this out of Norwex microfiber with backlock. And also with the recycled content.
Exactly, and it comes in a handy set of 4, so it's packaged in a set of 4, and it has a beautiful stitch to it, so it just gives that elevated feel and look to the product.
Right, and all of our 2 recycled products have green labels now, so you can identify these and feel confident that you know it does have the recycled content. You know, a lot of people have been emailing us about and texting us, and social media questions have been coming in about, when do I launder? How do I launder? When do I know how to launder? All those laundering things. Well, first of all, you launder these just like you would any other Norwex microfiber.
Exactly.
You can put them in the dryer, no problem. There is no need to iron these. They come out, they launder beautifully with no need for ironing. And that's different from a lot of maybe your other cloth napkins that do require ironing, so you're gonna love that about these. Also, they're pretty absorbent, right?
Yes, they are. And also, just, you know, if they aren't very heavily soiled, it's not necessary to launder them every single time. If you do feel that it needs a little bit of a rinse, you can rinse it under some running water at the sink and just let them...
Or spot clean them.
Or spot clean them and just let them...
With UPP, or we'll talk about liquid laundry that's coming out soon.
Yes.
So using a Norwex dish liquid or UPP, you could spot clean them.
Either
or hand wash them, or just toss them in with a normal load of laundry.
That's right, exactly.
Light colors.
Exactly.
So let's go back to the whole soil issue. It's really personal preference, isn't it?
It is. It is. I mean, it's just, you know, just up to you entirely. If you feel that they are heavily soiled and need a good wash, go ahead and give them a wash. Otherwise, you know.
And if you want to hang them to dry, we recommend using just a clothespin,
Yes.
like you would. I know these don't have some of the loops that our cleaning microfiber has, and that was intentional. You know, we want them to look a little bit more upscale, and also not to have a big tag hanging off in case you want to use them for more formal occasions.
Exactly, and these tags have a bit of a rough edge as well, so you don't want to scratch your skin, you know,
Right.
with these little tags that hang off either. So, yeah, so that takes us to our next product, Jennifer.
All right, let's talk about the wet mop pad.
Okay, so there's a very slight difference just in look with these mop pads. The current mop pad is slightly lighter in color, and then we have the edging, which you can.
That's the big differentiator.
That's the big differentiator.
I mean, you do see a difference in color here, but the colored banding is going to be really what tells you the difference.
Exactly, and also the label at the back. So we have it clearly marked as the recycled item.
In green.
In green, and we have our beautiful little recycled emblem that we're very proud of. And then obviously the banding clearly states that it is one of our recycled products. Jennifer, let's talk about the performance of this product.
Absolutely no difference.
Exactly.
These perform exactly the same. The only difference is we have been able to use the recycled microfiber content in this. And so you're doing, once again, two great things for the environment, keeping chemicals out by mopping with only Norwex microfiber and water, and getting some of these plastic bottles out of the waste stream.
Exactly, which excites us, doesn't it?
So it's just your choice. The other thing I love about the new recycled pad, once again with the green, is that some of the proceeds go to Wash to Shore.
Yes, which is so exciting for us. It really is. You know, it makes us really proud that we're able to be a part of something as incredible as that. So
Exactly. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Wash to Shore, we partner with them. Their goal is to help raise awareness about the amount of plastic waste that we're finding in our oceans and in our beaches. And so what they do is they collect what washes up on the shores and they turn it into beautiful works of art that tour the country in a variety of museums. I believe they've even been at the Smithsonian, if I'm not incorrect. But and we commissioned our own through a donation to the organization. We have Nora, our leaping salmon, that some of you were able to view at our national conference.
Yes.
So I'm happy to partner with them because they are raising awareness, and through that awareness, people take action.
Exactly. Another exciting fact about our wet mop pad is that it does have backlock.
Yep.
So it does contain backlock, which I know is you know, one of the questions that pops up quite often. So yes, can confirm that. That brings me to the next product. So how does it how is this mop pad different from our new chenille mop pad?
Right, so the difference, let's start with wet dry. Okay, first of all, this mop pad does not contain backlock, so just make that really clear. It's most important to have backlock in those products that are going to be used wet all the time, right? We primarily use this dry. It can be used wet because it's the same Norwex microfiber as our EnviroWand or our Carbon Mist, right? And so some of you love to use those products wet. I like this slightly damp. When this is wet, it can get soppy if it's not wrung out and heavy. And depending on how wet it is or what is on your surface or the type of surface that it is, the type of flooring it is, it could drag a bit. It can. Know, because it's heavy.
Yeah.
So use it either way. What I love it for at my house, Yolandi, pet hair.
A big one. And also around the dinner table, you know, with all the little pieces
Bigger particles
that have fallen off the table. Maybe some leaves have been stepped in from outside, you know, so all the bigger particles that our normal dry mop pad generally wouldn't have the ability to pick up. These little bristles, these little pieces have the ability to really get the particles stuck in there and get them off your floor.
Yeah. So we like to say that using the dry mop pads really replaces your typical sweeping or brooming, and then you just follow it up with a damp mop rather than a wet mop, right?
Exactly. Another fun thing that we do with our new chenille mop pad is if you just elevate the side up slightly. So we know that this is the same material as the Enviro one, so it is really great at dusting. So if you tap it up slightly to the side and you use it on
like this, wouldn't it?
And you use it on your floor and you put it onto your sideboards.
We call them baseboards in the U.S. In Australia, I learned they're skirting boards.
Yes, and I just keep getting it confused because I'm like a sideboard or a skirting board.
What is it? What do we call it here? Those things that run around your floor and your wall. Baseboards, those boards. So just, you would have your base right here, and this would hang over on the edge a little off center and allow you to get into those corners.
Exactly. It's really handy for that. Honestly, it works really well.
So Yolandi, how do we, once this has the pet hair and the leaves in it, do we want to demonstrate how we want to clean this?
Absolutely. So our little rubber brush, which comes in really handy with all of our mop pads, it does exactly the same. You just brush it through and it will remove all the particles and all the stuck pieces that are in the chenille.
You can shake it out too.
You can shake it out
outside or whatever you want to do. And then once again, when you think it's soiled enough to launder, use normal wash and care instructions with the pad.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. So we've now discussed our napkins, our wet mop pad, our chenille mop pad. We have one other product that was a huge big reveal at conference, but isn't quite ready yet.
No, it's going to be ready in October.
Do we know a day?
We don't know the day just yet, but we will definitely let you know as soon as we know the exact availability of the product.
And I know all of you out there on social media will stay tuned because our social media team is on top of this, and we'll definitely let you know as soon as we know what day is going to be available.
Yeah. We're really excited about this new product. Oh my gosh,
amazing. I'm proud of it.
So am I.
We have worked really hard, haven't we?
We really have. This product is really innovative. To be exact, we know that this product has pretty much outperformed some of the leading competitors out there.
That contain chemicals.
And we don't need the chemicals to give you a fantastic product. So, there's a lot that goes a long way in this bottle, 215 loads to be exact.
For an HE,
small load.
Can you believe that? So in this 17-ounce bottle, you get 215
it's
loads.
Just fantastic.
Highly concentrated.
Yes.
We've taken out all that stuff that adds volume to products, that makes people think they're getting more, and we've been able to condense it down. Unique blend of 6 enzymes.
Yes.
Combined with some surfactants, plant-based surfactants, to give them this incredible formula.
Exactly, and really, really exciting for us as well is that we've tested our product for biodegradability. Now normally we would test some of the ingredients for biodegradability, but this time we tested our entire product as a whole and it passed as a biodegradable product. So we are really, really proud of that fact.
Very proud of that. Let's talk about some of the other testing we've done. So we did go out to independent labs.
Yes, we did. So we have a unique blend of 6 enzymes, and those enzymes really work hard at breaking down odors and breaking down stains. And the odors and stains that we tested multiple odors and stains, and it really did perform really well on every single one.
Love it for odors in our house. I mean, sweaty boy smell, this really took care of it.
It did. It is really targeted towards odors and stains. So
love it.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Go ahead.
We have a question from MJ. She's saying it looks so small. How much do you need to use for non-HE washers?
Right. Great question, MJ. So what we want to show you is some of you who are already familiar with our UPP has definite dosage instructions on the back of the label. And we've been able, if you will peel back the label here, you are going to see very clear instructions of how to use this product depending on if you have an HE or conventional machine, and also depending on your load size. We do recommend you follow these instructions. If you follow these instructions for a small HE load, this requires 2 pumps of this, and you will get 215 loads out of this bottle. Highly concentrated, also very cost effective. It's about 15 cents a load
Yeah,
for a
in
small
HE.
load in HE.
Yeah, and then for MJ's question, it's 3 pumps in HE, in a standard.
It is standard,
machine
so
for a
just
small
one
load.
extra pump for a standard machine. We know that HE machines are a little bit more efficient with water
Yeah.
and detergent. One thing I would like to show you too is it is shipped with this safety cap that you just pull right off. No need to, and then it will pump. Okay, so when you initially open it, and we'll go over this when the product launch, you're going to need to twist this to unlock it, but it's just a little snap here and comes right off. You can either discard this if you feel the product is safe up on a high shelf away from children, or if you have children, just keep your safety
Just really
snap
handy.
in.
Yeah, really, really handy.
But use as directed, and
Yes.
then adjust according to your soil type, machine type, load size.
Exactly. We also had the question about whether this can be used as a spot treatment product. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. So if you have a heavy soil stain on a t-shirt or something, you can spot treat it with the product and then send it through the normal laundry.
Now, people have also asked, can I use it on upholstery? Can I use it on carpets? We always say test in an inconspicuous place
Yeah.
first. So we want you to test always in some place that you cannot see it, and then determine, because there's no way for us to test on every fabric, every carpet, every upholstery.
Exactly, and also to remember, it is highly concentrated. So if you wanted to use it on upholstery or something, you might want to dilute it just slightly.
I think that's great
It's
advice.
very heavily diluted.
Even
so.
for stain removal, they may want to dilute slightly,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
To conserve the product.
Exactly.
You know, another question we get about so many of our household products, and it's a bit surprising to us, is this gluten-free? We've become so aware of gluten in our
Yes.
world. And typically when we ask if something is gluten-free, that is in regards to ingesting it, because
Correct.
that's where you really get
Exactly.
the gluten reactions.
Exactly.
Typically is when you ingest it. We have not tested this to be gluten-free, but what we can say is it does not contain any gluten-containing ingredients. But once again, it has not been tested to be
Exactly.
100% pure, free from gluten. I hope people won't ingest it. We're not recommending you ingest it.
Please don't.
And we feel we know it's safe.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So should we do something fun?
I would love to do something fun.
So why don't you guys comment and let us know if testing for gluten or to have a gluten-free claim on a household product is important to you.
Right.
Let us know.
I think that's wonderful, because we do get more and more of these questions.
We do. We honestly do. And I mean, we've had some of our products tested for this exact reason. So let us know what you think about that.
Right.
We have another question. Well, we keep getting questions about the smaller loads, larger loads, how many, one versus the other. Is all that is in the
all
That
on the back
information
label.
is all on the back. So this label on the back actually peels back. And on the back of the label, it has exactly how many pumps per load, whether it's HE or a standard machine, is all on the back of this label.
Depending on your load size and the type of machine you
Exactly. So for instance, for a small load in an HE, you would have the 1 pump and then 2 pumps in standard, and then you would have, and so forth. And so it takes you through exactly what you would need to do per load size.
have. Exactly. And then you'll want to adjust accordingly based on your laundry needs, your type of water, but always start with where we are on the label
Exactly.
here. Also, we've had the question, is this the same as UPP just in a liquid? It is not. This is not a liquid form of UPP. It has enzymes and it has these plant-based surfactants that
Exactly.
combine to give this the power that it has.
Exactly.
Initially, I am in love with this product.
So am I.
And people like the convenience of a liquid. UPP is not going anywhere. We know many of our customers out there love UP, will want to continue using UPP, and it will always be available for you.
Yes, exactly.
So, but we have in a new edition.
Yes.
Laundry is an expanding category, and some people want the convenience of a liquid.
Yes, exactly. And it's really handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one last question, well maybe not last, but why would anyone choose the liquid version versus the UPP?
Preference.
Preference.
Honestly, it's all about preference. If you like a liquid, you're gonna love this product. If you prefer a powder, that's why we've kept the UPP in line. If you're a diehard follower of our UPP,
Right.
it'll still be available for use.
All right. Any other
All right.
questions?
Any other questions?
Put them in the comments below.
All right. We're not seeing many comments come through, but if you should think of something or want to contact us, please put them in the comment section below. We're happy to answer any comments coming through, and we'll have those answers posted for you in social media within a few days of making the comments. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.